You're still tired, okay. What's going on, you guys? Erica Brady finally coming back with another video with my tired Eli. Hi, Papa. Still defending. We'll make some little breakfast because it's gonna be, I think, a long day-ish. I'm gonna bring you guys along today. As you guys can still hear, I am still sick, but like my other video was, or like my other video showed, I'm no longer in quarantine, so we're gonna go to work and we're gonna show you what I'm gonna do today. But first, let's make some breakfast, even though I can't taste it yet. Hello, sir? Come on. He doesn't wake up this early, but I have to leave early today for work. So I woke him up. Come on. Hi, sir. Good morning. My morning consists of, like every morning, usually, ginger tea, because it's like the only thing I can smell, somewhat taste. I cooked myself some eggs, and I have some hash browns that I actually air fried, and I put a little bit Parmesan cheese on it because I love it. And then we're actually gonna put some garlic powder on there as well. And then, all my medicine. We're gonna drink some Ghost. Perks of not being able to taste is drinking ingredients. Cheers. You can see him. You can see him on the left right there. But so there are days where Liz, and I'm not gonna tell you exact days. There are days where Liz goes to training early in the morning. So she woke up today at 3 to be in at work at 4. Kind of thought her days of waking up at 3 were over, but it's not. So yeah, so she's not coming home, but I gotta leave in like 30 minutes. I'm gonna eat, pack up everything I need to pack up, and then go to work and then bring you guys along. Hi, Papa. Come on. Alright, so today's video is going to be about what to expect in basic combat training. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I've been able to visit different installations, and I want to be able to talk to you guys about what I've seen. So what happens after you sign the contract and you raise your hand? What's next? Luckily, you have me, which used to be a drill sergeant about a year ago, but it hasn't changed too much, especially from what I've seen. Give me that. Give me that. Give me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. As you already know, basic training is about 10 weeks. And if you're in infantry or OSA or whatever, it might be a little bit longer, maybe up to 22 weeks. So that means those weeks in a whole new, way different environment. That doesn't mean when you get there and you realize it's not for you, you can just leave. It doesn't work like that. It's like a whole real commitment. So if you have commitment issues, sorry, it's drinking my Dayquil, next year's Dayquil. So we'll talk about pre-basic training. Technically, it's reception. So you're there for a few days. You might be there actually for a few weeks, depending on the situation, but that actually does not count with your 10 weeks. Once you get to your unit of your real drill sergeants, when you do the first 100 yards, that's when you actually start your 10-week countdown calendar thing. Don't get the honey one. I can't taste it, which is great, but when I could taste it, it's not that great. But then, once you pass reception, what's next? What's to come, right? You're leaving reception, now it's time to go to your unit where you actually meet your drill sergeants again for the very first time. These are the people you can be spending your time with until you graduate. Hopefully that you graduate. That's when you can actually start counting down those days. That's what I did when I was a private, just ticking off the days every single day until it was time to graduate. You get to your unit and you do the first 100 yards. And if you don't know what the first 100 yards is, that means you haven't been on my YouTube before, but there is a link down in my description bottom and you can see what the first 100 yards is. After the first 100 yards, this is where, depending on the situation, It might be yellow phase, but for the most part you hit red phase. This is where the drill sergeants break you down to build you up. Break you down as a civilian to build you up as a soldier. Yes. This is Crystal.
What do you want me to do?
Nothing. Say hello. She doesn't vlog.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's your GoPro? Cool.
I'm telling her to vlog.
No, I
Vlog it up. I'm waiting for an adaptive piece for the camera to do my vlogging, but I'm gonna do more than you.
No, I'm gonna vlog more than you.
Good luck. I'm a robot. All we do is vlog.
Well, who's gonna edit?
I'm gonna edit mine. I've already started.
Oh, okay.
Who started the first video in the last couple weeks? More.
Hi. Look here at the camera.
I'm learning.
You're learning.
I know.
It's not mine, it's yours, but
Is that hers?
no, it's like assigned to her.
Okay, it's lunchtime right now, so I'm heading home. But like I was saying, there is a yellow phase right now. They're actually trying to move that to reception. So I can honestly tell you, I'm not sure if yellow phase is gone from regular basic training or if it's still there and not at reception yet. But yellow phase, that pretty much is your quarantine time, making sure that you're not sick, anything about vaccinations, just like all about that, just to make sure that you're good to go and that once you start training, there's no way you can stop from that. Then we get into red phase. What?
Yeah, just one.
Let me get my water bottle. Thanks for reminding me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hi! Hi! He was so excited. He was hopping on the couch. Hi, Papa Shino. Give me kisses. Give me kisses. Hi, Papa Shino. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Hi, Papa Shino. Hi. You missed me? You had good poop earlier, huh?
Hello, motherfuckers.
Yeah, tell him, hon. Where's my phone? She's gonna talk about red phase now.
So it's pretty much the initial baseline for everything. So it goes from facing movements, courtesies, rank structure, army history,
How you wake
the
up.
soldier's creed. It's like I said, baseline for everything.
Pretty much teaches you how to wake up and go to sleep as a soldier. In basic combat training, at least. It's mine. Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Wake up. Guess toy. Like Liz was saying, red phase. It's a whole new environment, new life. It really is just a new life in general. And just because the rules in the civilian world are way different than the rules that we have in the military. So it goes through the basic red phase. You learn everything you pretty much need to know, rank structures, and then you also go through some obstacles. You actually go through fit to win, team development course. The reason why you go through these courses sometimes is that you're able to see that you can do it yourself and you're able to do it with a team. And it's also to show you that you really can't do this without your teammates, the other soldiers to your left and right. And that's what red phase is. It's pretty much breaking you down so we can build you up as soldiers. And then after red phase is white phase. Let's see what the Papacito's doing. Hi, sir! Hi! Morning! Are you ready? Look how fat he is. Hey, I missed you, sorry. What's up? It's the next day. I know it doesn't look like it because I'm wearing like home clothes-ish still, but I did my workout early this morning. So That's my ring. I don't know if you guys know apple. If your whole green is closed, that means you just exercise. So I did exercise. Since you see I'm still coughing and everything, just did a little bit of cardio. Slow, not too fast, so my lungs, because I've been getting cough attacks like crazy, but it's something, it's a start. But then I showered and I just wanted to change real quick, and I needed to do some little work stuff before I actually head into work. But I gotta make breakfast, and I didn't finish the video I made yesterday. Now we're gonna talk about white phase. White phase is where you know a lot of the things now. You know the rules, you know the right place, right time, right uniform is what's gonna get you, it's what's gonna set you apart from the others. Because it sounds simple, but a lot of people tend to do the wrong thing. So white phase is, again, when you know everything. Now you have leadership in your platoon, meaning you had PG, APG, which is platoon guide, assistant platoon guide, your squad leaders, first, second, third, fourth squad leaders, and you have your team leaders in your platoon. And you might be in leadership position, you might not, depending on how much the drill sergeants trust you and how much you know and how much we see leadership potential in you. But now you have leadership that's actually your peers. So we watch people, see how they lead, but we also watch people and how they follow in white phase. So in white phase, now you are entrusted with a weapon. You're not only gonna learn how to shoot your weapon, but you're gonna learn how to actually qualify with your weapon. And then after that, you'll be able to throw live hand grenades, and you're able to combine this whole thing while maneuvering, while doing buddy team live fire, meaning you're running with your weapon with live ammunition, shooting it with your battle buddy next to you, and then actually having a grenade on you. So at the end of the course, you're able to throw the grenade. So that is a lot of trust in white phase. From that, now you're building yourself up to be a soldier. So you got yourself broken down in red phase, where you got broken down from a civilian, and now we're building you up as soldiers. So now even shooting, having your weapon, it's kind of just a second nature thing. It's something that civilians don't do often, but now you're able to do it practically every single day, and you kind of get used to it. So now you're building yourself up as a soldier. Now it hits blue phase. So now you know the basics, you know about weapons, and now you're gonna learn how to do everything tactically. And now all the questions you have, instead of looking to your drill sergeants for answers, you can look with your peers, or you can look within yourself to find those answers. Look through the book. You kind of already know where to get these answers of all the questions that you have, instead of always looking to your drill sergeant. That's what red phase was. Now white phase was the leadership and having all your peers next to you. Blue phase is now taking account for yourself and figuring out what to do next. That doesn't mean the drill sergeants aren't going to be there no matter what. Drill sergeants are always going to be there everywhere you go and all that. But drill sergeants will allow you to make your mistakes, will allow you to figure out everything, so that when it comes to the forge, which is practically almost time to graduate, you already know what to do. Drill sergeants will be there to assist eventually, and kind of give you, you know, hey, maybe you should do it this way or whatever, but we'll let you make your mistakes, because that's how you learn. You make your mistakes and then you figure it out and you do it better the next time. So every phase has a field exercise. Red phase, you have the hammer, which is you walk like 5 miles, or you walk for 5 miles and you sleep outdoors for 1 night, and you're doing field stuff for 2 days, so 2 days and 1 night. All the ruck marches usually start in the beginning, and then in white phase you have the anvil, where you ruck about 8 miles and then you spend outside about 3 days, and then you're staying overnight for 2 days. And then at the end, blue phase, which is the forge. The forge is a whole different beast from the anvil and the hammer. The forge, you're rucking about 10 to 12 miles, and then you're out there for about 4 days. Overnight about 3, I think it was 3 or 4 days, I forgot which days it is. Overnight about 3 days, but in total I can honestly tell you, you're rucking about 45 to 55 miles. And I've done the forge since I was a drill sergeant, and I've done it like at least 12 times, and it was no joke, about 45, 55 to 65 miles when you complete it. So that's talking about blue phase. We've done the hammer, where it's us teaching you stuff. We've done the anvil, where now you guys are doing or incorporating a little more stuff as leaders and as soldiers. And then the forge, where we're there trying to make make sure everything is properly secured, everything's going on correctly, but now you are in a leadership position, actually executing stuff and having soldiers, which is your peers, do certain things, and you're following, or whatever the case may be. And it's super tough. If you hear from all the other stories that you hear from other trainings that have gone through the forge, at the end of the forge, at 06 in the morning is when you do the soldier induction ceremony, and this is when your drill sergeant gives you your rank back. Usually, sometimes there's duty stations where they don't let you keep your rank, but you earned your rank, and then they put the U.S. Army soldier patch on you, and you are now welcome to the Army, where your drill sergeant shakes your hand, gives you a fist pump, and you're like, I made it. I can finally call myself a soldier. There's going to be many things that your drill sergeants will actually lay out for you in day 0 that will actually tell you everything that you need to pass. So pay attention to it and mentally prepare. Yes, physically prepare, because yes, you have to pass the ACFT and you have to do running. You have to do a lot of obstacles. So physically you have to be strong in a sense, but mainly you have to mentally prepare yourself. Because the reason why usually people fail is because they are mentally weak. So they think they can't do it, they're too tired, they don't want to do it, whatever it is. The pride gets in the way. That's how they usually fail. So mentally, I would say, when you're going to basic training and you're about to go, yes, to work out, but mentally prepare yourself to be strong enough to do whatever you think that you cannot do. And as long as you do PT 100%, whenever we actually do PT every single day, you'll be able to pass the ACFT. No problem, no question, no nothing. As long as you put 100%. That doesn't mean putting 95%, 90%, 80% on whatever run or whatever muscle strength endurance that you have to do. You have to put 100% every single day when you're doing PT, because then you'll be able to actually pass the ACFT. If not, if you're like, oh, I'm too tired, I don't want to do it this day, that might be the reason why you fail. So in closing, because I realized while I was editing this video, it's kind of taking longer than I thought it would be, I'm just saying that you want to mentally prepare yourself for the biggest decision that you've ever made in your whole entire life. Yes, you may have made some big decisions before in your life. You might be a little bit older and you've had to do so many other things, but I can tell you this is a life-altering decision. And especially if you're in active duty, your life that you used to know isn't going to be the exact same. Sometimes I like to think that I'm the exact same person that I was, but whenever I go home, I realize how different everything is, and I realize how different I am personally, and it's a good thing. But again, I've missed so much. It's a whole different life, whole different environment. It's just different. So you want to mentally prepare yourself, physically prepare yourself, and know what's to come. Don't just go in basic combat training blindsided. You want to be able to be like, oh, I remember Erica Burney talking about this and that we're about to do in basic training. So that's just me giving you a heads up, telling you guys what, you know, what's to come. So if you have any other questions about basic training, don't forget, go ahead and follow me on my Instagram at Erica Burney, and don't forget, you can ask me questions there. I try to get back to as many people as possible. Just automatically write your question, tell me what it is, because a lot of people hit me up and just say hello and just want nonsense things. So if you have any questions, go ahead and comment down below, or hit me up on Instagram at Erica Burney. And I stream on Twitch every Thursday now, usually around, like, I would say 2000 EST time. So if you guys want to follow me there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Still defending. Peace.
I got my head in the clouds, I don't wanna come down. I got 1, 2, 3 people doubting me now.